Hi, Pastor Dave here. I'd like to share a message on the go with you today. Um, are you familiar with that phrase? Well, there's a real coming to Jesus moment. I know I've heard it, especially when someone just encountered a harrowing experience, maybe. Perhaps it was from someone that is known for repeatedly driving rather recklessly or constantly drives at a high rate of speed as they begin to describe their come to Jesus moment where they barely avoid a severe accident or maybe it was even after the accident that they decided, man, I'm lucky to be alive. Thank God. Sometimes it's not even an extreme physical encounter that brings about this reflection, but an examination of maybe our own current situation or life choices weighing you down. Maybe it's from all that weight of the world coming down upon your shoulders, from all the wrong choices you seem to make for your life. Maybe you are beginning to discover the choices that the world wants you to make are not filling the void in your heart and soul. You need someone to help. You search for someone to guide you along in your life. I know we've all been there. We can all understand the burdens and struggles we endure in our daily life. We all have experienced the bad choices, the self-destructive aids we may have chosen to dull or hide that pain of the guilt that continues to build inside of our bodies. We begin to understand that this guilt that is building is from the path that we chose. We begin to seek a place to turn to, a place to help us take this off our shoulders. We've had a come to Jesus moment. So now what? Do we continue down and carry our baggage? Can we change our direction, or are we destined to carry our baggage and burdens the rest of our lives? We need a reevaluation of our lives, a re-examination of our core values, or be destined to carry this heavy load every day. Where can we find peace? Where can we find rest? I'd like to offer something I read this morning from our Daily Bread. A man driving his pickup truck on a country road saw a woman carrying a heavy load, so he stopped and offered her a lift. The woman expressed her gratitude and climbed in the back of the truck. A moment later, the man noticed a strange thing. The woman was still holding on to her heavy load despite sitting in the vehicle. Astonished, he pleaded, "Please, madam, put down your load. Take up your rest. My truck can carry you and your stuff. Just relax." What do we do with the load of fear, worry, and anxiety we often carry as we go through life's many challenges? Instead of relaxing in the Lord, I sometimes behave like that woman. Jesus said, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Yet I've caught myself carrying along burdens I should have offloaded onto Jesus, just as today's passage reminded us. Here we look in Matthew 11:28 through 30. "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Jesus simplified says, "Come." That's his message, says, "Come." So first, let's take a look at whom Jesus was even addressing at this time. As Matthew wrote, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened." The Jewish people were downridden by all the additional interpretations of the law of Moses that the Pharisees stressed that they must abide in order for them to fulfill the law. One can begin to imagine the additional stress that placed upon their lives, upon not only their physical day-to-day do's and don'ts, but also on the strain that begins in placing upon their spiritual life. All that burden. Did I do something wrong, or did I forget to do something that would upset God? A tremendous amount of legalism was placed upon them in order to please God. No wonder the Pharisees didn't like Jesus' teaching. This was completely contradictory to what they were teaching. This took away all their power, their self-importance. This took away all the teaching or ability of interpretation of the law that they placed so much emphasis upon. Rather, Jesus simply stated, "Come to me. Lay down your burdens, lay down your hurt, and lay down your heart. Come as you are. All of you who are weary and burdened, I will give you rest." It doesn't say, "I might offer you," or "you might find," but Jesus says, "I will. I will give you rest." You will find rest and peace in life in his presence. Jesus offers everybody his yoke. Simply submit your life to him. Do not be burdened by following all the rules of the law or what the world offers, but turn to him who has all authority in heaven and earth. As Jesus says, take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. One turns to the one who loves you. When you do this, you become filled with his love. Burdens are no longer as heavy as they once appeared or felt. This love lightens the load. It kind of reminds me of watching the horse pulling the plow when I was a kid. One horse seems to struggle with the plow pulling against the dirt, but when there are two, the plow or the load doesn't seem as great as of a burden for the horse. You don't have to carry it alone. The past, you don't have to carry the guilt from your wrong choices when you give it all to him. Jesus does not want you to face life on your own. He invites you. Invite him into your life. He wants to join you, to empower you as you walk with him. Stop trying to control your life. Rather, surrender to him, the one in charge. Place your trust and your faith in him. Answer his call to come. Take his yoke by surrendering your life to him. Leave your guilt and burdens behind at the foot of the cross. Become filled with the love of Jesus. Love lightens the burden in life. Then one can find peace in the love of Christ. I pray that you all have a glorious day and continue to focus on Jesus above. Amen.